Petitions, question period. Periode de questions, Senator Plett.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for Senator Gold, the Leader of the Government in the Senate again. Leader, over 3 weeks ago, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson visited President Zelensky in Ukraine's capital to hold talks with his counterpart and to show the world his country's solidarity with Ukraine against Russian aggression. Since then, Leader, any number of foreign dignitaries have traveled to Ukraine to meet with its president and to personally witness the devastation caused by this illegal war. Even Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie was there this past weekend to meet with refugees. Senator Gold, the NDP Liberal government here in Canada thinks we're good only at convening, and yet no official has traveled to Ukraine to offer their support in person, as many of our allies have done. Why is that, Senator Gold?
Senator Gold.
Thank you for your question, honourable colleague. Canadian government has provided, continues to provide important financial military assistance to Ukraine and to Ukrainians. It stands in solidarity with the people fighting this war. We are opening our doors to Ukrainians seeking to come to Canada, and we will continue to work with our allies and with the government of Ukraine to respond to their needs as we should.
Senator Plett.
It's unfortunate, Leader, that you don't at least touch on a question that is asked. I didn't ask you what all our government had done. I asked you why they were not doing something. As I said last week, Leader, we have a Prime Minister who thinks nothing of flying all over the place for climate change meetings and vacations. We have a Prime Minister who met, bowed his head, and shook hands with Iran's foreign minister just 1 month after Iran shot down PS-752, killing Canadians.
Shameful.
Yet no one from this NDP Liberal government, no one from the Trudeau government will travel to Ukraine now to show support for our friend and ally. Canada's embassy in Kiev remains closed, while over 24 other embassies have reopened. The former Ukrainian ambassador to Canada said on the weekend, and I quote, "Canada was one of the first countries to move the embassy out. We do not want Canada to be the last one to return." Please, Senator Gold, answer my question. What is the NDP Liberal government's position on reopening Canada's embassy in Kiev? Why is it safe for other countries to open their embassies, but not Canada?
Senator Gold.
The Government of Canada is considering all steps that it can take to reopen the embassy and provide the consular services and other services, those who need it, and when a decision has been made, it will be announced.
Senator Housakis.
Thank you. My question is for the government leader in the Senate. Senator Gold, last week Terry Glavin wrote in great length in the National Post about Khalid Barakat, a senior member of the anti-Semitic terror group, the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. Mr. Glavin goes into great detail about the activities of the PFLP, including airplane hijacking, suicide bombings, and a 2014 massacre at a Jerusalem synagogue that left several worshippers severely injured and 5 dead, including Toronto-born Rabbi Howie Rothman. The 51-year-old Barakat is said to have been living in Canada off and on for the past 20 years, and for the past 2 years has been splitting his time between Vancouver and our home city of Montreal. Senator Gold, Khalid Barakat has been barred from the United States. He's been barred from Germany. Yet the Trudeau government still allows this individual to remain in Canada, despite Canadian law that forbid any individual with connections to terrorist organizations from entering our country or receiving Canadian citizenship. Why does your government allow him to remain in the country?
Hear, hear.
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question. I am very aware of the person to whom you described and the story that appeared in the press. Canada has a robust system for dealing with those who seek admission to Canada or those who in Canada may be judged or thought to be inadmissible in Canada. And indeed, in that regard, Canada is well recognized and has been regularly recognized by the United Nations for its system, whether it's that of welcoming refugees or otherwise dealing with those who find themselves within our borders. The CBSA has a legal obligation to remove inadmissible individuals as soon as possible when that determination has been made. I cannot comment on specific cases such as the one that you've identified, but everyone who is contacted who may be ordered to removed remains entitled under our system of justice to due process before the law and are subject to many levels of review and appeal.
Senator Housakis.
Senator Gold, I'm aware of this individual. You're aware of this individual. I think it's high time we make the government aware of the dangers, inherent dangers with this individual. B'nai B'rith Canada has been raising this issue with your government for quite some time. They've provided intelligence on Barakat's whereabouts here in Canada, as well as his involvement with his designated terrorist organization. While in Canada, Barakat has published articles in which he calls for targeted terrorist attacks to be carried out against Israel and other Zionist targets beyond the Middle East. Senator Gold, how is the Jewish community in Canada supposed to take serious your government's claim to be committed to fighting anti-Semitism if it allows this man to remain in Canada? Will your government do the right thing and order Barakat out of Canada? It's not right. We have laws. Individuals of this nature should not be admitted into our country.
Senator Gold.
I think I can speak with some authority that the government of Canada and the Jewish community and Canada and Israel have long-standing, fruitful, friendly, and mutually beneficial relationships. I can also speak with some confidence, given my own past before I arrived here, that the government of Canada takes the question of anti-Semitism and all forms of hate very seriously and has demonstrated that through its actions. Again, I cannot comment on a specific case, what steps may or may not be taken to investigate or to determine the steps that may be taken with this or any other individual. But Canadians should remain satisfied that this government takes allegations of this kind and situations of this kind most seriously.
Senator Daskal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.